everyone! Hello po, Sir Jess. It's me again, Mary Jane, and I am here today just to share the 7 key principles when teaching grammar. So we have here first principle. Build up your own subject knowledge. What does it mean? Build up your own subject knowledge. So, to teach grammar, we need explicit as well as implicit knowledge to be confident about using correct terms and explaining this. Don't just learn the next term you are teaching, not just knowledge only. Of course, accurate and precise knowledge is very important. Of course, you can teach your students your thought without first teaching them what you are talking about. And let's proceed to the second principle. Give talk a high priority in your classroom. Well, because that's where the learning happens. We all know that learning is about interaction. It is about realizing one doesn't understand something and seeking clarification. It is about engagement and interaction. And let's proceed to the third one. Remember the purpose of teaching grammar. So, grammar is not simply naming of speech or for teaching the rules of English. Yes, we all know that. It needs to be strongly embedded in classroom talk, reading, and writing. Of course, in order to speak, to write, or read in any languages, you have an understanding of its grammar. It is very important. You can gain that understanding unconsciously by what? By observing and using the language. And of course, you can give the instructions in the language works. Well, and let's proceed to the fourth one. Teach grammar in context. What does it mean? Teach grammar in context. So, by introducing children to grammatical features and language in context, you will be helping by them to internalize these principles. So, I think it is very important that we will connect it into real life and understanding that grammar is not easy to grasp. Almost always it's taught separately from its purpose, which is communication. We all know that grammar does not exist for its own sake. We all know that, right? It exists to aid for what? To aid with communication. And let's proceed to the fifth principle that we had. Read aloud and discuss how authors use grammar. Yes, children who read extensively and are read to will have a toolbox of structures or patterns and rhythms to draw on. Of course, as future educator, when I introduce a grammar skill or constraint to students, I like to show them example from real text. And now let us proceed to the sixth principle that we had. Be systematic. What does it mean? Make sure you know what the class you are working with and have already learned and what they need to learn now. Link new learning with their prior knowledge. Of course, we as future educator, when we are discussing to our students very soon, we don't need to teach them what they already know. We will be aware of what knowledge we will gonna impart to them so that of course, we are happy if our students or the childrens will learn more than they are wishing to learn for the whole time of discussing. 7 key principle. It is last but not the least. It is also very important. Make learning grammar fun. Teaching grammar can involves investigation, problem solving, and plays as part of developing children awareness and interest in how language works. I know English grammar is very complex, yeah, and all its intricacies cannot truly be learned by rote. They must be really understood, and understanding is most easily achieved when students are engaged, interested, and having fun during a lesson. And that could be all, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and always remember that it doesn't matter how good we are in terms of teaching grammar. The most importantly is we keep on striving to learn grammar. We keep pushing ourselves to please going on, to please keep learning me. And we all know that someday we can totally learn the proper use of grammar, and we can totally realize how important the properly function and how it can help us as future educator while we are getting this Bachelor of Secondary Education major in English. And that's could be all, guys. Thank you so much. I hope you have learned something about our 7 key principles when teaching grammar. Thank you so much, and God bless.